Hello everyone. Are you facing the frustrating SDK location contains non-ASCII characters error in Android Studio? Don't worry, you're not alone. This is a common issue. Today, I'll show you how to fix it quickly and easily. This tutorial will guide you through a step-by-step process. Let's get started and get your Android Studio back on track. First, let's understand why this error occurs. The SDK location contains non-ASCII characters error pops up when the path to your Android SDK includes characters outside the standard English alphabet. These characters are often present in usernames or folder names on your computer. Android Studio, being sensitive to this, throws an error. Now, for the solution. The easiest way to fix this is by moving your Android SDK to a location with only ASCII characters in its path. The default location, which usually resides within your user profile folder, is often the culprit. Here's what you need to do: open Android Studio. Go to File, then select Settings. Alternatively, on macOS, you can find Settings under Android Studio, then Settings. In the Settings window, navigate to Appearance and Behavior, then System Settings, and finally, Android SDK. You'll see the current Android SDK location displayed. Take note of this location, as you'll need it later. Next, create a new folder directly on your C drive or your primary drive. Name it something simple like Android SDK. Ensure the name contains only English letters and numbers. Now, go back to the Android SDK settings in Android Studio. Click on the Edit button next to the Android SDK location. Browse to the newly created Android SDK folder on your C drive and select it. Android Studio might ask if you want to move the existing SDK files to the new location. Choose Yes to transfer the files. This might take a few minutes, depending on the size of your SDK. After the move is complete, restart Android Studio. This step is crucial to ensure that the changes are applied correctly. If you are unable to move files automatically, you can also manually copy the contents of your old SDK folder to the newly created folder. Just make sure all of the original files are moved to the new location to prevent any errors in the future. Once the files are copied, change the SDK path in Android Studio, as described earlier, to point to the new location. After restarting, check if the error is gone. Go back to the Android SDK settings and verify that the SDK location is now pointing to your new Android SDK folder. Try building a project to ensure everything is working smoothly. If the error persists, double-check that the entire path to your SDK folder, including the drive letter, contains only ASCII characters. If you still encounter problems, try invalidating caches and restarting Android Studio. This can often resolve lingering issues. This can be found by going to File, then Invalidate Caches/Restart. Remember to select Invalidate and Restart. And there you have it. You've successfully resolved the SDK location contains non-ASCII characters error. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more Android development tutorials. Your support helps me create more content like this. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or run into any other issues.